Some unfortunate news involving another tour cancellation, this time from Helmet and Local H, two really good bands I've listened to for a long time. And their statement, I gotta commend them on. It's very transparent and very much speaking to issues not just affecting them, but a lot of other artists, not just in rock, but in other genres as well, where we've seen a lot of tour cancellations. So we're gonna take a look at what their statement says, but also what some of the other touring companies are saying about what's going on. It's clear something is going on as people are dealing with cost of living going through the roof. It's really difficult economic times out there. So this is what Helmet had to say about their decision to cancel this upcoming tour. The band released a statement announcing their decision to cancel the tour. They wrote, "Helmet regrets to announce we are having to cancel the upcoming U.S. tour with Local H. The cancellation is caused by a mix of significant financial concerns and lower than expected ticket sales, which is a common problem for many artists this year. We look forward to getting back out on the road in 2025. In the meantime, our European tour this November goes ahead as planned." And frontman Paige Hamilton said, "As much as we'd love to be getting back out on the road and playing, this one was not lining up well for us. We're excited about our upcoming November-December European tour, which is looking great, and we'll reconvene in 2025 for more U.S. dates." And this is far from the only tour cancellation we've seen. We'll look at some other examples as well. There have been arena tours that have been abruptly canceled without explanation, and then later they come back and they announce a new tour. But it's clear that the economy has a direct correlation to the reduction in ticket sales happening right now. So let's see what Live Nation, who is the largest concert promoter in the world, has to say from their vantage point about what they're seeing with ticket sales. The Department of Justice has filed a lawsuit against Live Nation, alleging that the company has, quote, retaliated against competitors and new entrants and locked out competition with exclusionary contracts. The lawsuit also argues that Live Nation is running a, quote, self-reinforcing business model that captures fees and revenues from concert fans and sponsorship, uses that revenue to lock up artists to exclusive promotion deals, and then uses its powerful cachet of live content to sign venues into long-term exclusive ticketing deals, thereby starting the cycle all over again. Live Nation denies that they have a monopoly in ticketing or promotion. But while concert tickets are slowing for many artists, Live Nation's revenue beat estimates in their Q1 results back in May. Live Nation CEO Michael Rapino said, "Our Q1 results demonstrate that live events remain a priority for fans around the world. Global fan demand is stronger than ever. More artists are out on the road and more venues are being added to bring them together. While operating income will be impacted by one-time accruals, we're on track to deliver another record year with double-digit AOI growth and years of momentum still to come." This report from Variety said, "The announcement has an overwhelming series of impressive statistics. Concert ticket sales for overall arena and amphitheater shows were up double digits. More than 85% of full-year shows at large venues are booked, compared to approximately 75% last year. Attendance at its shows nearly doubled for international artists across top 50 global tours, compared to 5 years ago. Year-to-date ticket sales per show for Latin America shows in the U.S. up double digits over last year. Confirmed U.S. shows for Afrobeats artists is up 400%, and Latin is up approximately 40%. The company plans to open at least 12 major venues globally in 2024 and 2025, creating capacity for over 8 million additional fans. Its Ticketmaster division has sold 112 million fee-bearing tickets sold year-to-date, up 4%. Now, after the touring industry was forced to shut down, there was a huge pent-up demand for live events. They call this the post-COVID concert boom. There's a lot of ways that people refer to this, but essentially, there is this idea that a lot of the huge ticket sales that we were seeing happening were just based on people who were overly eager to get back to seeing live events. And now it seems like maybe some of that interest, despite the record profits from Live Nation and Ticketmaster, it seems like there may be some drop-off in interest with so many tours being out on the road that we're starting to see the situation that is happening now. This is a report from back in June from NBC where they spoke to some ticket sales analysts that think that that may be what is starting to occur. So it says why some major artists are suddenly canceling shows and in some cases entire tours. It says indeed some of the evidence of a slowdown is anecdotal. SeatGeek said in an email that the average resale ticket price to attend a summer concert is down to $213 from $257 around this time last year. The company suggested some of the decline could be attributed to the absence of mega tours on par with Taylor Swift's Eras Tour and Beyonce's Renaissance last year. For artists whose popularity has crescendoed, there appears to be plenty of demand and high prices. The average resale for Olivia Rodrigo's Guts Tour, $571. The next highest is $409 to see Morgan Wallen. And again, no surprise there. Many of those tours are being sold through Ticketmaster and its parent Live Nation. So you can imagine what is happening to independent concert promoters when seemingly all of the biggest artists are under contracts with Live Nation. Essentially, it's worthwhile to look at other data outside of Live Nation to see what is really going on here, because while they handle a lot of the tours, they don't handle everything. So it says official government data points to the markings of a return to a more normal pace for the live music event sales after a post-pandemic boom. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics reported last month that movie and concert admission prices climbed just 3.4% year over year through April, the lowest reading since 2021 and the second consecutive month showing a slowdown. So, and this is from June. So I'd like to see some updated data on that, but that is really interesting. And he says that a reckoning may be emerging. The days where there was enough demand to sell out arenas at top dollar just isn't there in this live events economy outside of people like Taylor Swift, who can sell whatever they want, whenever they want. So you're really starting to see a number of examples of this. There was recently a tour from the Fugees that was canceled due to low ticket sales. That was a Live Nation tour. And you have, if you just Google tour canceled, you'll see a bunch of examples of tours over the last several weeks and months that have been canceled. And so this is very, very unfortunate, because in the current economy for musicians, a huge major source of reliance for their income is concert sales. It's just the way that we are now, where people unfortunately don't make very much money off of music. Some do, but there are not a lot of them. And so it's really unfortunate to see bands that have been out here doing this for a long time, like Helmet, like Local H, that have had to cancel these tours. And, it's just unfortunate, but hats off to them for being, very transparent about that and just very real about it. But I feel sorry for them, because it's obvious they want to get out there to perform, but these costs of touring have skyrocketed. And we've talked about this a lot here, but you're really starting to see signs of a situation where it just seems like things have gotten so expensive for everybody. Understandably, a lot of consumers out there are not going to have a lot of expendable income to devote to concerts. So it's very unfortunate, and we'll keep an eye on this, but it's a heartbreaking situation for those artists that go out there and want to tour and want to play for the fans, but they're not able to because it's so expensive. So that's your latest update here from Rockfeed. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for the latest news and updates.